Hi everybody, welcome back to another short little video. I want to talk to you about obviously one of the big topics of the day, which is that it appears that Boris Johnson will announce on Monday that Freedom Day, so-called Freedom Day, the 21st of June, is being rolled back by another month maximum, or so they say. So let's have a look at the what we can see on the screen here. Freedom Day will be delayed another 4 weeks to July 19th. As scientists warn, oh, this is so scary. The COVID threat has gone up a gear. But good old Boris, when he's not posturing down at the G7, he's holding out hope of a rethink in a fortnight if hospitalizations stay low. Well, let's be clear. There won't be a rethink in a fortnight. And let's be clear on something else. If you think that in 4 weeks' time, in July 19th, you're going to get your freedom back, well, I'm afraid you're beyond help. But some interesting stats here to consider. Look at this. 53% of UK voters want some sort of lockdown rules to stay across the UK. So the majority of the electorate, according to a survey, want rules to stay anyway. And what's this? Meanwhile, 25% want all freedom limiting legislation to remain, meaning lockdown would continue. So if you think about that, that means a quarter of the country, they want to be captives. They want to be locked down permanently. Mind you, a third want life to go back to normal on the day that Johnson promised that it would, says YouGov. By the way, YouGov is founded by the guy who's the current vaccines minister. Just to remind you about that one there. But anyway, it goes to the, if you read into the article, the PM is planning to announce a month of a delay at a press conference on Monday as the Indian or Delta variant causes havoc. Well, now, if you subscribe to my podcast channel and you go there, I've expanded on this a little bit. So I do suggest you hop over and have a listen to that. But the punchline on it is this. This media report and the government is saying, and the so-called scientists are all saying, the Delta variant is causing havoc. Well, here's a couple of government figures. The mortality rate for the Delta variant is only 0.1%, less than the Kent variant or Alpha variant, if we want to be consistent. So we get that. So this variant has a much reduced mortality rate. Also, only 2.5% of people with the variant need to go to A&E. So in other words, on the important metrics, on the mortality metric and on the hospitalizations metric, the Delta variant is less significant than the Alpha variant. But it's come along at a very convenient time, hasn't it? And just imagine if you were a Machiavellian administration who were absolutely hell-bent to make sure that people do not get their freedoms back. Well, then this is exactly the sort of convenient variant. And they always seem to come along with such accommodating regularity. But as I say, the other interesting thing as an FYI is that if you look at the number of people in the UK as of now who have died, sadly, with the Delta variant, that number's 42 people. UK population, 67 plus million. 42 people have died. Of those 42 people, 23 were unvaccinated, and therefore the balance, the other 19, were vaccinated. In fact, 12 of them were double vaccinated. I analyze this in more detail on my podcast, so you can listen to that there. But the fact of the matter is that, number one, it's a very small number of deaths, which is consistent with the 0.1% mortality figure. And in the second instance, those dying are split 55-45, vaccinated, unvaccinated, which does beg some questions regarding that which the media and the politicians are spieling us, that it's crucial to get your 2 vaccinations. But even if you've got your 2 vaccinations, based on the government data over Delta variant, the chances of you dying are not that different to the chances of those who haven't taken any vaccine dying. Now, we need more data, of course, and I'm sure we'll get that. But at this point, to suggest that this is so scary, so frightening, that we must take away the June 21st date, simply, I'm afraid, is just not plausible. They don't want to give you your freedom back. They've got the power. They want to keep the power. That's the age-old lesson of history. When tyrants get power, they do not willingly return it. And that's the situation that we're in. Or at least, that's what I think. Let me know what you think, please, in the comment thread below, and catch up with you folks later.